What I'm doing now is I've got my shower pan here, and what I want to do is make a nice cedar grate to stand on. Sand the edges all smooth so it'll be soft on your feet, and it'll be cedar so that water won't affect it. So what I've done here is cut me a template out of cardboard. I've cut a template out of cardboard to get the shape, and I'm transferring it to the cedar planks. Let's fast forward to the finished product on the shower grate. It's made out of 3/4 inch cedar, bought at Lowe's. So you can see there it's shaped. Using the template, I was able to shape the grate to fit into the shower. The biggest problem making this was to get the bottom. Since the bottom of the shower is not flat, it's concave and curved, so all the water flows into the drain. I had to make the bottom pieces to follow the drain pattern there. So that took a while to get that to fit right. And then I've got some channels for the water to drain from the back portion here down to where the drain's at. So all in all, it turned out pretty well, and I'm real happy with it. Hey guys, I'm back at it in the shop. Been taking a little hiatus, getting other things done around the house, doing some painting and whatnot. But anyway, so I'm back in working on the cabinets. Right now I'm building the cabinet face front for underneath the countertop. So far what I've got going here is, here's the face frame here. And I'm going to have a large door on the right hand side, and then I'll have 3 drawers on the left hand side. This one's going to have a pull-out cutting board countertop to expand the countertop that I have, which is limited. But anyway, so right now I'm going ahead, I'm cutting the pieces and all fitting them in. So I've cut some spacers. So I'll put the spacers in, and then when I put the drawer cross pieces in, they'll be exactly perpendicular and square there. Okay, making a little progress here. I've got the drawer styles in there. Next step, I need to put one more right here, because right up here is going to be a pull-out cutting board. Expand the counter space, since I have limited counter space as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece in, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some sanding, put some pocket holes on the back side, and then mount it in the trailer. Hey folks, I got my face frame done. Got that extra piece put in, got it all painted up. We had a big storm come in yesterday. It's gotten really humid, wet. This has been in the garage, but it fit, flush fit into the spot where it goes, had a perfect fit. I was able to push it in there, nice tight fit. I guess the humidity swelled up the wood and I can't get it to the place. But I'll probably have to do a little sanding. It's not the paint, because I made sure all the paint was sanded off the sides. So, but obviously the wood swelled up. As far as drawers, I went ahead and I'm just making simple drawers. Basically, it's just a box out of plywood with some plywood bottom. It's glued, screwed together with the Craig screws. Very simple to put it together. I cut all the parts at one time, so I had them all. So basically, it's just 2 sides. Front and the back. Screw and glue those together, and then put the bottom on. I could have went to all the trouble of cutting slots in it and sliding it in, but I just wanted to make this simple, and what I think it'll suffice for what I'm doing here. But anyway, simple drawer. I'll go ahead and paint them and make them look a lot prettier, but they are pretty sturdy. I took my baseboard here, took it in the house, and let it dehumidify for a couple days, and maybe shrink a little bit. I think maybe it swelled up when I put all the water-based paint on it. But anyway, managed to slip it in there, a nice tight fit. I went ahead and put some screws in it. And my next step is I'm going to go in and finish painting the drawers, and then I'm going to get to work mounting the drawer slides. See if we can get these drawers mounted up. And, so let's go ahead and do that, okay? I've got my 3 drawers done here. I've went ahead and put a coat of Kills primer on it, and I'm going to go ahead now and put some semi-gloss on it. Make some nice little drawers here for the trailer. I'm going with white, so stuff that's in it will stand out. I didn't want to paint it a dark color because when looking in it with a low light situation, we won't be able to find anything. So anyway, this will brighten it up a little bit. But we're going to have to go ahead and do that now. I've got my first drawer installed. It's got the soft slides there. Works pretty good. Of course, I still need to make the face, the drawer front. Ran into a little problem. First time I've done this, so it's trial and error. I made this opening about a 1/64 of an inch too narrow for these drawers, or I made the drawers 1/64 too big. So what I needed to do was on this one area over here, I needed to just cut back, file back about a 1/64 of an inch to give me the clearance that I needed. I got all 3 drawers in. They all work like a champ. Now all I gotta do is make some drawer faces, and this side make a cabinet door and a countertop. We'll get working on that probably Friday this weekend. Hey guys, I'm back at it. I've made the drawers. Now I need to make some drawer faces and also some cabinet door. So what I'm doing is I'm using the Grate system again. So it's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be like a shaker type drawer. So I've just got the vertical pieces, horizontal pieces, and using the Craig screws, I'll just attach them, and then I'll rabbet a groove in the back side, and then I'll cut my plywood to set in there and go ahead and glue it and use some staples to put it in place. And I'll be able to mount it onto the drawers. But pretty simple, so we'll just get started on this. Right now I'm just cutting the pocket holes for the Craig screws. Simple. And see, you just put it in the clamp. You got your 2 races right there where the drill goes in and guides you down to the proper depth. The drill bit has an adjustable collar here for the different thicknesses of wood that you're using. So it's a simple matter, just getting the piece in there, and then there's your perfect pocket holes. And just flip it over and do the other side. Pretty simple. Once I've got my pieces cut, my holes drilled, I got a little jig here to try to keep things a little straight and square. I got everything clamped down real good. I'm gluing and screwing everything. Gluing the wood together, gluing the screws in the wood. Just trying to keep everything straight here. Matter of doing that. Everything's squared up, looking pretty good. Hey guys, making the drawer fronts for these. I'm basically making it in a shaker style drawer front. It'll match the cabinet doors I'm going to make here. So I've got the frame done, and the next step would have been to rabbet out a portion here so I could put the plywood back here for the backing. Of course, didn't paint it all up, make it look nice. But anyways, so I didn't have the rabbet router joint, so I went to Lowe's, and they must have had 60 different router bits there, not one bit for making a rabbet cut. They had everything else under the sun and multiples of the same thing in different sizes, but they did not have a rabbet cut router bit, so I had to resort to order it online. But anyways, so that's where I am with the drawer fronts right there. I've got all these cabinet doors here. I've got 10, 11, and over here there's going to be another 3 or 4 or more over there. So I need to make about 15 cabinet door fronts. So that's what project I'm gonna work on now. Then hopefully I'll get my rabbet bit here in 3 or 4 days. I'll be able to rabbet those out and then put the plywood backings in, get them painted, and get them up. I've ordered the hinges. I've ordered the European hinges that are soft close. You can slam the door and it soft closes nice. So I've ordered those also online because they're like triple the price at Lowe's or the big box store as what you can get the quality parts online. So I had to go that route. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now. Unfortunately, I didn't film the portion of making the doors where I made the rabbet cut with the router and cut the plywood. But I'm going to get a close-up of this door and explain to you how it works. If you'll notice, this is 1/4-inch plywood that's inlaid into the door frame. So that router bit cuts back the wood there about 1/4 inch deep. You can set the depth and just run your router around there. And then of course I just filed the plywood round and it just slid right into place. So it was glued and stapled in place, and it's flush in the back here. And then of course in the front you got that look right there. And then as far as the hinges go, these are called European style hinges. I used a special Craig's jig to cut this round hole, and then the hinge just drops right into the hole, and you put 2 screws, and then it's mounted right there. And of course you have adjustments on the hinge for the door. But anyways, they work pretty good, and I got the hinges from Cabinet.com, I believe was the name of it, and they were only about $1.35 or about $2.15 a piece. Whereas if you went to Lowe's, it'd be anywhere from $6 to $8 for the same thing. So, nice hinges.